Hello guys, Sanjay here, and in this video I'm going to compare the Moto G 3rd generation with the YU Yureka Plus. And if we compare the spec list, then YU Yureka surely has some better specs in processor department, and when it comes to display it has 1080p display, whereas Moto G3 has only 720p display. But obviously specs doesn't matter if the phone doesn't perform that well. So in this video we will see which phone performs better and which phone is better at its price point. So let's start with build quality, and the build quality on both the phones is very good. The YU Yureka Plus surely can handle drops and everything, but Moto G3 has IPX7 certification, which is waterproof, so you can use your Moto G3 underwater for around 30 minutes and nothing will happen to it. And I even did scratch test with the Moto G 3rd generation, and that will be linked in the description box below. That was quite a torture, but still Moto G 3rd generation handled it pretty well, and yeah, there are no issues, there are no scratches on the phone whatsoever. But when it comes to feel in hand, the Moto G 3rd generation feels lot better in hand, as it is having 5-inch display, which is perfect for me, and it fits completely in one hand operation is also very easy with it. And the back panel is also very good, which feels very nice in hand, and the phone does not slip out of your hands even if you hold it in your one hand, so that's surely a good thing. But whereas Yureka Plus has 5.5-inch display, because of which the phone is pretty huge, but even after having 5.5-inch display, bezels are less, so because of that the phone is not completely large, which will not fit into your hand. It fits quite well in the hand considering 5.5-inch display, and the back panel is matte finish, and yeah, it quite slips out of your hand if you are holding it in one hand. So yeah, so when it comes to build quality, I'll give my vote to Moto G 3rd generation, just because it is quite comfortable to hold, and the materials that are used at the back panel and at the sides, which is plastic actually, feels very good. Whereas in Yureka Plus, the matte finish doesn't feel that great in the hand. Even though I won't say that Yureka Plus has bad build quality or something like that, even Yureka Plus has a very good build quality. So after this, now let's do our usual speed test, and in this we'll open Subway Surfers app and let's see which phone opens it faster. So it seems that Moto G 3rd generation is already pretty ahead. So yes, the Moto G 3rd generation has started the game. Yes. And Yureka Plus just started. So anyway, just go back and let's try Temple Run 2, and let's see if Moto G 3rd generation is really smoother than Yureka Plus. Moto G 3rd generation has Snapdragon 410, whereas the Yureka Plus has 615, which is supposed to be a better processor than Snapdragon 410. But once again, Temple Run 2 opened faster on the Moto G 3rd generation. So yeah, let's just quit these applications, and after this, now let's do a camera comparison of both the phones. Let's switch to front facing camera. So as you can see, this is the front facing camera, and let's click pictures with both the phones. And on the Moto G 3rd generation, as of now, it takes 1 second to click the photo, but that's not an issue completely because the photos look pretty good. So as you can see, the colors on the Moto G 3rd generation looks far better than as compared to Yureka Plus. So as you can see, the black looks pure black, and even my skin color looks better on Moto G 3rd generation. So I have already clicked few pictures, so let's take a look at them. So this is the photo of my microphone, and once again Moto G 3rd generation in rear camera also has clicked better picture than YU Yureka Plus, and I've been using Moto G 3rd generation for past couple of weeks, and I've been using Yureka Plus for last 4 to 5 days, and I can surely say that Moto G 3rd generation has better camera performance as compared to Yureka Plus. And I have clicked one more picture in daylight, and yeah, so as you can see, there is lot detail when it comes to Moto G 3rd generation, whereas if we try to zoom in over here, yeah, as you can see, the tempo over here looks bright, colorful, whereas here is the tempo which doesn't look that perfectly well. It's not captured properly. So as you can see, these are the trees. This is how it looks on the Moto G 3rd generation, whereas this is how it looks on the Yureka Plus. So the color reproduction with the Moto G 3rd generation is surely very good, as the camera sensor is same as Nexus 6 camera sensor, so obviously it had to click better picture. And one more thing with both the phones is that Moto G 3rd generation has dual tone LED flash, whereas YU Yureka Plus has only single tone white LED flash. So surely on the Moto G3 in the night, if you click pictures with the flash, then those pictures look better than Yureka Plus. Now let's compare displays on both the phones. So on the top I have the Yureka Plus and on the bottom it's Moto G 3rd generation. So the displays on both the phones are pretty nice to watch, but Moto G 3rd generation looks a little bright and it looks better, as you can see. So both the phones have very good displays. View angles are also good on both the phones. But the problem with Yureka Plus's display is that it has a little bit of pinkish to bluish tint on the display, whereas Moto G3 does not have any problem like this. So that's surely a very good thing. So both the phones are running on Android Lollipop, but the Moto G3 is running on 5.1.1, which is the latest build of Android, whereas Yureka Plus is running 5.0 and that's not the latest one. But when it comes to software customizations, as Yureka Plus is having CyanogenOS, it has tons and tons of customizations. In CyanogenOS, you can customize almost everything, whereas on Moto G 3rd generation, you do not get such options. But you have something called as Moto Display on the Moto G 3rd generation, which is surely a very good feature to have. But when it comes to customizations, hands down to Yureka Plus. But when it comes to overall software experience, because the Yureka Plus is not at all like very good in performance, so even if we just open app drawer, you will be able to see some lag on the Yureka Plus. So as you can see, there is a little bit of lag on the Yureka Plus, and that is because the software is not quite optimized on the Yureka Plus. So now let's talk about the call quality on both the phones. Both the phones had no issues with the call quality. Call quality on both the phones was very good. On the Moto G3, the battery life was excellent, more than just excellent. But on the Yureka Plus, the battery life is not that good. I was not happy with the battery life on Yureka Plus, but I'm surely quite happy with the battery life on the Moto G 3rd generation. So now let's talk about the price point. The Moto G 3rd generation is priced at 12,999, that's 13,000, and the Yureka Plus is priced at 9,000 rupees. So if budget is not your concern, then I'll surely suggest you to go with Moto G 3rd generation, as it has better build quality, better camera and better battery life as compared to Yureka Plus. But if you want a bigger display phone, then Lenovo K3 Note can be an option for you instead of Yureka Plus. I have already made a comparison video between Yureka Plus and the Lenovo K3 Note that will be linked in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. So this is it for this video guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you have any doubts, suggestions, queries regarding both the phones, then do let me know about that in the comment section below. And if you haven't already subscribed, then do subscribe guys, because awesome content is going to come real soon. So yeah, thank you guys, thank you for watching.